Hello, good evening, everybody. Welcome to your favorite YouTube channel, Diaspora Live Radio. This is a radio for diasporans, Africans, Nigerians, wherever you are. If you are in, so long you're out of Nigeria, you are a diasporan. So it's me here today. I'm waiting for my brother in Philadelphia, IK, to join in. And he will be joining real soon. I think he just joined in, and others we're also waiting for others. So my name is Mark, and we have IK right here. IK, what's up, man? You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm doing very well. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. How about you?
Good, good. How was your week?
Yeah, it was good. Quiet as I really
Good.
like it. Not much. How
Yeah,
about
yeah, yeah. It's pretty much same. Work, 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 work. But the week I was always on my phone because of what is going on in Nigeria. I was following up bumper to bumper. This protest that has woken up everybody. Everybody had on hoping for Nigeria.
you?
So I was always following, and I said, okay, let's discuss this a little bit for like 30 minutes, and we're talking about the ENDSARS protest that we have.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how's your state? How's Philly? Any protests so far?
Oh, in regards to that, I don't really think so. Let's see if it happened in other places. Like, well, I didn't really see much, you know, um, anything happening. But another thing again, it might also be that because I've not really like the Nigeria community here. I've not really, so it's possible that they might have done something somewhere, but I'm not aware about that. Like, but I didn't see like any protests in regards to that.
Okay. Yeah, where I am too, we're not much Nigerians, but we're closer to Chicago though.
Okay.
I think they did some protests in Chicago. Yeah,
Okay.
but I was not able to go join them right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know they did in California. I know a lot of people in California, some Nigerians. I've seen a lot of videos in California, even in Canada too. I know a lot. One guy in Canada, Ottawa, right? Yeah, in Canada, they said they did something too. It's high time all this stuff started.
Yes, yes, I time. I'm very, very happy. For once I feel like there is hope. Before we just think about Nigeria. Once a year Nigeria, we just be like, I beg that place don't we don't go for life, that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
So now I feel like there is hope. I have that feeling like something's good is coming, and I
yeah,
I commend the effort of those guys on the front line. Those guys
yeah,
I never
yeah,
believe we have this kind of youth.
yeah. It is. I think it all boils down to the point of when you push someone to the wall. Sometimes they're gonna react. After all, um, Newton's law says that as an action equal, to every equal, there's a equal reaction to every action that is done. So definitely, when you do something for a long time, people are gonna like, because I've heard so much stories about, you know, um, what is really happening, how they will stop. Because I didn't really know it was that way. I'll be honest with you. When I
Yeah.
was seeing the whole SARS, I was like, why don't they talk about the reform? And that's why it is good not to jump into conclusion and be in a particular point. And that's why maybe on my Facebook I didn't post anything either for or against. But I wanted to first of all to really understand what exactly, because my point was you can't say end SARS if generally like that was initial idea I had before I got you know more information about what was happening. But the prior information I had made me to have that thought: are you ending SARS? Whereas we have issues in regards to security in Nigeria.
Mhm.
But when I ended up having people informing me, like you know, what exactly SARS people were doing, most of them might not be all. Most of the SARS people were doing it's not just in particular state, but all over the whole nation, was really bad. That they were basically robbing people, stopping people, taking their money, using their mobile app,
Then this thing
killing
they have
them.
what is it called? PO. They have their own personal
Yeah,
PO.
POS, yeah,
People
yeah. I heard
they
that.
don't trace.
When I
Sure.
heard it, yeah, that's the robbery. That's basically robbery. And I was so excited that I didn't try to be that particular group of people that were like, oh, why don't you talk about reform? Why should you end SARS?
Yeah.
Whereas, because I have a lot of people, and I understand why they had that like why they have that idea or have that kind of argument of not ending SARS. Let's talk about reform. But after hearing some more information, I'm like, I think, yeah, I understand why people want SARS to end, because you are basically robbing people all wearing uniform of, it's like, yeah, they are being paid with the taxpayers' money.
Right.
So you're paying somebody to rob you. Like it doesn't make sense. People are supposed to protect you. So
One
yeah,
question
it's
I
crazy.
was trying to ask is this: if they end these SARS, these
Yeah,
officers will be basically become jobless. What will be the provision for these guys? These guys, when they don't, if they say end SARS, now they can't cancel them. They'll be like they are more likely to join robbery. I mean, what do you think that the government can do to,
yeah,
yeah, to fill in that, that void if they eventually end the SARS? What?
yeah, yeah. I understand. I think what first of all should be done is that all the open cases or closed cases
Hmm.
should be reopened. You know, and they have to really look deeply into that to see people, some of the SAS members that might have participated in the immoral or corrupt practices to be persecuted, because
Mhm.
if people have lost their breadwinners through SAS people, lost loved ones, lost a lot of brothers, sisters, uncle, father, somebody has to, like somebody has to pay for that, because
Yeah,
if
they will have to pay.
yeah, somebody has to answer to that. So first of all, I feel like they have to open all the cases, either it's still closed cases or open, they have to really start looking into every one of them and try to get justice for everybody that must have lost someone or might have gotten harassed, or something bad has been done to them by the, so they have to look into that as one. Then again, because they just want the thing about this, then again, reform has to be made. The policies, they have to be set up a panel, maybe people, either church members or like set up something that that people that will be able, like how we have internal affairs in US that
Yeah.
look into the police,
Mhm.
how police work, even though sometimes internal affairs, when it comes to racial injustice, it looks like they don't really do much. But we know that when it comes to other practices, the internal affairs do a lot too. So having something like an internal affairs that will really look into making sure that any new particular group that will be set up, that they have to be held accountable. Somebody has to be held accountable for every action they do. So yeah, but in regards to job, I don't think, I think it's more about first of all looking into people that have done wrong,
No
getting
wrong.
them. Then yeah, I think that's the first thing they have to look at. But in regards to the job thing, uh, I feel like let's first of all try to figure out people, because but
Okay.
people want justice first.
Not justice first. Okay.
Yeah.
How about these toll gates?
Yes.
You hear about the toll gate that they block? That toll gate is generating money for the government. Like
Yeah.
today, what I found out in church was that it's owned by the not the Lagos government, but Tinubu, allegedly though. Yeah. So and people feel like blocking that toll gate is going to affect the that steady income that is coming daily
Yeah.
and all of that. So it's one way of getting to the government. And
Yeah.
now the toll gate has been like they have turned that place to like residential place, like no
Yeah.
coming
Yeah.
back, no coming.
Yeah.
Man, Nigerian cruise. I love what they are doing right now. Those guys are making it
Yeah.
smile. I mean, like, yeah, and also, and now what I'm reading from the news today.
Mhm.
Do you also hear about Anonymous?
Yes,
Anonymous.
I heard about, yes, everybody, Anonymous has been,
But this with me for that one. See, Anonymous. I can you share website they hack.
DSTV. I heard about DSTV and GoTV. They hacked them too.
I think
Yeah.
say they hack this NCDC and
Yeah.
CBN.
Yeah. They hacked NCDC. they also hacked other Globacom or something. One of the
Yeah, Glow,
websites.
Glow. Yes, they are Glow.
They
They are.
hacked their website and changed some, like it became unavailable or whatever thing. But
Yeah.
the recent one I heard is that they hacked the DSTV and unlock. DSTV is based on the packages you pay for, is how you end up getting the channels you get. So they hacked it in such a way that even if you don't pay for some packages, you'll be able to have access to a lot of channels now.
Oh, this
So
anonymous.
yeah,
Eh?
but the
Is
thing
it?
about,
Yeah,
yeah,
go on. Go on.
okay, sorry about it. So the thing about it is like, I it all depends on the standpoint of how you are looking at something. As a standpoint of somebody still in Nigeria struggling, they might feel happy and excited about that. But if you want to look at things, you're trying to just like judge based on how these police officers are doing corrupt practices. I feel like also feeling excited that a particular hacking organization was able to hack something that will give you access to things you didn't pay for. I feel like it's kind of like an irony, kind of thing. Like, I know growing up in Nigeria, oh, you're excited, you got to achieve something. But when you look at it in a way,
Yeah.
I can't be trying to fight for injustice, like, or something like that. I can understand when they say, oh, these people tried, like the whistleblowers, like you'll be able to have access to, they give us access to how much senators are getting paid for.
Yeah. Oh,
Or,
yeah.
that kind of thing. So if you do that now, they are giving us information for us to know why our protest is validated, why we should protest for, that kind of thing. I can understand that, but but to hack an organization, because these people have employees that they pay based on the money they make. So if people end up not being able to subscribe or pay in the right way because they have access to it, the employees are not going to get paid by the corporation, and those people are going to lose their job. So when you look at it, I'm not really fully in support of that.
Yeah, I was thinking, what does DSTV got to do with this? What I want for me as a
Yeah.
yeah, what I want is that CBN hacking. They should hack it and share the money to every Nigerian.
Yeah. I think
That money.
I think they yeah, I think I'll be honest with you, Anna. I used to have this idea as a kid growing up, thinking about, even when I had a thought anonymous when I was still in Nigeria, because I've heard so much stuff they used to do. I'll be like, oh, as a kid growing up, I'll be like, oh, why didn't just hack the money of all these corrupt politicians and take all their money and become like an online Robin Hood?
Yeah, that kind of stuff, right?
They steal all this money now that you have access to with online. With if you have access to hack things, you could be able to move money from a big place and share it all out. With cryptocurrencies and all those kind of things happening. I used to have that thought, but I think sometimes when you start growing, like, I don't know, it's not like I'll be honest, I don't think I do have those ideas now. Like, let them hack. I used to have that, growing up as a kid, but I don't have that now. But what I kind of want is those information they hide from us. Those information, I would like them to help us to break those information out. Because the whole stealing money from these and that, I don't know. Like, for now, I don't have those belief any longer. But I would like the whole any information that's gonna help us to oust all these corrupt people. Like, see how they are sharing those money, see where they are using our money. Like, those information that will help us in such a way that we'll be able to, we'll be able to bring all these corrupt politicians down. I would want those information.
All right.
I
So
don't think, yeah, go ahead.
yeah, so I was looking at one news just today, and I saw what Anonymous did.
Yeah.
I think what I'm suspecting right now is that I think in Nigeria might be among those Anonymous. Those guys, and, they know how they meet somewhere, in the virtual cycle. It's like their own coven. You don't.
Yeah.
So yeah, what they said now is if you look at my screen, can you see the screen?
Yeah, I just saw that, man.
They said there's a coordination between the political elites in Nigeria and the killing SARS unit of the Nigerian police, which offers the provision of human body parts for unending ritual purposes by the political class. Man, when I just saw this thing like a few minutes ago, my heart skipped.
Yeah.
Some of these SARS people, they have killed some people. You won't even find their body.
Yeah.
People will just get missing. they will just kill you and bury the person right somewhere. You won't even find that person for life. They might
Yeah.
harvest the organs of that person, send it to
Yeah.
India. I think this guy was saying something in one of his broadcasts, Namdi Khan.
Okay.
He was saying something like that. And when I saw this, it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
So like this SARS unit, they are used for ritual purposes.
Mm.
Hmm.
Well, yeah, that's a big acquisition. That's one.
Yeah.
Then secondly, uh, as far as Nigeria is concerned, there's nothing you can rule out any longer now.
Ah,
You know, that kind of thing. Even when you don't have all the information or facts, but you can't rule anything out. You know, we've had so many occasions where even, you know, priest or even a pastor can be doing a lot of things. So it's no longer by, so I won't be surprised, but I won't say that will be true, but I won't be surprised.
I won't be surprised too.
Yeah, I won't be surprised if it's happening because, because yeah, it's possible we'll have occasions where, you know, we've heard them doing a lot of other things like, how they get involved in a lot of other stuff. So I won't be surprised if that's another tactic because I was watching a particular, was it a video or something about a SARS person just killing someone and just moving out. So I'm like, okay, this is not like a white cop killing a black cop. This is like basically like a black man killing another black man. And sometimes this is like let's say for instance in Anambra, like an Igbo cop killing another Igbo person, all just because of like the way the life is just snuffed out, like it's nothing. So for them to do that like easily and again with no remorse or something, that kind of really shows you something is underground, because you don't see them like fight. It's not like the guy was fighting against them and they are trying to be defensive and unfortunately they just shot the person
Yeah,
with no
yeah.
reason. So
Mm-hmm.
I won't be surprised if it's possible. And again, this anonymous in many occasions we've seen that they have, because it's a group, they have asked a lot of things, they have given, like being able to enter, they hack a lot of things. So
Yeah.
having such access too, they will be able to, provide some information that I feel like they are gonna be valid. So I won't be surprised if this information that they put across now, in one word or other, they have gotten like a transaction going between, So like I said, I'm not be surprised. I'm not saying it happened, but I won't be surprised, if it happens. Because hey, it's Nigeria.
Yeah, one thing I want to say is ask is, these guys, they have blocked Lekki toll gates.
Yeah.
Where do Nigerian government, they like strong things like they like action before they can do something. Where do you think that these guys can be able to block that will really affect the government, like to put an halt to some activities? Like, where do you think they should hit that peacefully though?
Yeah,
That that will really affect, because the toll gate is not really.
No, I don't think it is. I don't think it is. It is not. This toll gate can be a group of people, a cabal, like just a group of people are getting money from that. It's not like it's the money. We already know, where our funds come from very well.
You mean like the CBN? Like one person posted that they should block the airport road in Abuja. How you see that one?
Man, see.
No flying in, no flying out.
They are generating because recently they lifted the whole flying, the embargo or whatever about flying. So now, flying now is started generating. So if they do that too, I think that's gonna hit them, because aviation always, brings money for the country. That's one. But another thing I feel like, and that way they can also show that we already know oil. Even as much as it looks like oil is not the whole game, everywhere they have to generate oil or do production of oil, they have those places.
Oh, that's what I was thinking. I say this kind of time, man.
Yeah.
Can't, it's as in they become like a freedom fighter,
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Since the oil production, like,
yeah.
nice.
Yeah. Then the marketplaces too. Like I know on the chat, the main markets, So
they said they will block it tomorrow. Like what I
okay.
see here, they said, let me see.
Yeah.
Onisha Bridge block tomorrow. Lagos Ibadan Expressway. If you see the screen, you
Yeah,
see what?
that's it. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
yeah,
lot.
that's a
Even
lot of.
Third Mainland Bridge too. That's yeah. If they block that one too, that's no
Yeah.
good sense in Lagos.
That one, everywhere don't check on Nigeria be that.
Yeah, that's gonna hit them too. And again, another thing they do as they're doing Lagos, let them try and do a lot. Like, okay, I've seen that you showed Abuja too, because
Yeah, yeah.
certain places across are Aso Rock too. Let them try and do that thing. You know, that would really hit them. Because you have to. My own is like I saw like when I saw the whole situation in regards how much these, the ministers or whatever do make or whatever, I was like, what? But when I see the budget they make for education and budget they make for other things, it was like nothing.
Nothing. The
So I'm
system is
like,
a total overhaul.
yeah. So I look at the whole situation. I feel like, yeah, it is time we get everything started. Like because okay, the truth is that a lot of Nigerians leaving back home to come go overseas and stuff is because we feel like things are not working. You know, because nobody wants to go to some place where they are not going to be recognized, or where you have to struggle, or the way you talk, the way you move is seen as a threat. Nobody wants that.
Yeah,
I was
because if we
I
want
was
to go home now and if we want to go visit Nigeria, that fear of they can kidnap me or what if this guy?
yeah, there's the only even people have heard like I was reading one that the brother was in US, he came back and the guy was killed by SARS people. Because they stopped him, and the next thing they start harassing, saying that his car and whatever showed that he's a Yahoo boy, that he's a Yahoo person. Then the next thing, like a lot of situations like that, yeah, we are talking about our home country. I'm not talking about going to New Zealand or going to Australia or something. I'm talking about going to Nigeria. This is where I'm supposed to feel safe, because it's my home country. It's not where I'm gonna be second citizen or third citizen. This is where if I come in, I should be walking like I'm a king.
Right.
But if I'm going there and I have somebody because they are wearing uniform and they have gun, and they will start harassing me, the same people that are supposed to be protecting me are almost displaying the same behavior armed robbers do. Like, it's messed up. It doesn't make sense. So
What do you think about the army that they want to roll out? Because we are hearing now that they want to roll out the military on the 20th, which is on Tuesday, right? That no, they know before they will roll out the army, they will have to do some propaganda that this protest is being politicized. But so far, what I like about this protest so far is that it has not been any way politicized. It is a leaderless movement. Nobody the government can pinpoint to as a leader of the protest.
yeah.
I saw a video where uh, protesters were booing this guy Sahar Shawore, which I don't think it's fair though. It's not fair to that guy because that guy has been an activist fighting for the government. But many people still hold grudges to him because they feel he is instrumental in putting this government in seats in 2015
Oh,
and
he
all that.
was. He was.
Yeah. So people
He,
still have that grievance. So,
yeah, they still have that.
but he has already cleared the air. Like you said, I don't really know what's really going on there. But one thing I want to say is that the one thing I like about this is that the protest is not politicized. This is like really pure organic protest of the real Nigerian youth coming out and God. Even if you see some videos on the internet, they were chasing many politicians and some of those like this guy, what is his name? This NURT in Lagos. They're trying to bring drinks to the stuff and they say no, we don't want any
Still
politicians.
Oduma or something.
Yeah, Oluomo or something. Yeah,
Oduma,
people were
yeah,
mad. And
that guy.
say thugs
No, that guy
come
is
attack
something else.
protesters as in
That guy is something
so
else. I've lived in Lagos. I've seen what these people do.
yeah.
He's not nah, he's not a good guy. That's all I can say. He's not a good guy. So
So
I'm yes, I'm supporting everything about them trying to, yeah, because this is I think the ENDSARS is like an opening gambit. It's like
yeah.
opening the Pandora box. So
Yeah.
you might open it, but there are so many things we are talking about. That's why I read something about how Fino was talking about not just ENDSARS, but how youth are not getting jobs. So I think one of the governors was like saying, "No, we are not here to talk about other stuff. We're talking about ENDSARS." But the guy was like, "No, we are talking about everything now because you want to use this as a channel to talk about everything, So the SARS thing was the stroke that broke the camel's back, the last straw that broke the camel's back. That doesn't mean we don't have other stuff, affecting us. We know the poverty rates, the unemployment rates,
light.
the power, not having power.
What I would want is that they should not leave that toll gate until we have constant light. We can do it.
No, we can. We definitely can do. See, the truth is that there is a lot of corruption back home. Like, there is so much corruption. When you hear that our politicians have lots of money stored away in abroad, in US, in UK, in a lot of places, even some of them, you do hear that they have some of them in Cayman Island, like and stuff.
They start all the money abroad. So I don't know why they don't have sense. Because you see, even they should have. I mean, some of them they come here, and once they come here, you see business opportunities here. Why don't you take it back home and try to develop?
I'm saying, the thing about it is that is pure evil. I was telling somebody was talking. That's why, as much as people want to talk about a devil and stuff, I'm like telling people now. I'll be honest with you. The pure evil I see is people, the way people steal money that is meant for the masses. Because the thing is that people don't understand that a kid dying in a hospital that is ill-equipped is pure evil. Somebody just killed that kid. That kind of thing, like, or people not being able to afford a health care is pure evil being done by somebody else. And someone else is somewhere praying to God and asking God and stuff, why this person? But we have an individual that is somewhere that's stolen the money meant for this hospital, stealing the money that should help to subsidize healthcare. And that person is committing pure evil. And all in the name that he's trying to put this money for his generation and nature, and he's stealing the money meant for the masses. So I feel like the purest, that's why the whole situation about evil, I feel like the purest of evil I see now is how people deny people the access to like power, employment, because there's no evil than that. Because we keep on talking about heaven, making heaven. For me, I feel like the heaven I see now is the heaven we live on this earth. Anybody that is denying you from not living the best life you are living here is already a devil. That person is a demon already. So all the politicians that are trying to steal all the money that could make us to live the best life we could live on this planet Earth, they're already denying us. They're already the evil. So any other devil people are talking about, any other demon, I'm calling them because it's pure evil. But people don't get it because they have used religion, like they've done in such a way that promising you, okay, you know what? It's good to die a poor person. It's good not to have a good water. It's good to wear a tattered clothes because when you die, there is a special place for you, And they will paint this and they pass this across. You keep on moving over and over. I'm like, dude, man, this is the best heaven now is start from here.
See, that's why most politicians, they don't want to die. If you see, they want to get old and they are afraid to die because they are living their own heaven on earth.
It's here. I'll be honest with you, it's here, man. It's here. I'm not saying there is none or there is, but I'm saying like, hey, for now, if anybody is denying you that access to have the best of life, that person is already devil. Anybody that is stealing the money meant for people to be able to live the best of their lives on this planet Earth, that person is already devil or evil. So that's why I'm like, this is pure evil, man. So I'm happy and excited that our youth are doing all this.
We have a comment here by Ebube Okafo.
Okay.
It says Nigerian youths have been sleeping for so long, but thank God that they are now waking up. Thank you, Ebube Okafo. Yes, we have been sleeping like you know what? Because of fear, there's that fear of I don't want to die. nobody wants to die, but this one don't want to die, because people are dying, to be honest, and
Yeah.
it's the price people have to pay to, well, to have a better Nigeria. That's what we thank you for your comment, Bubil Kafo. One thing I want to say about this project is that one thing I love about is the unity in everybody,
Yeah.
in the tribes,
Yeah.
in the religion. There's no more Igbo, Yoruba
Yeah.
war.
Yeah.
That's Christian. We have now realized that
Yeah.
we are not the problem, that the politicians
Yeah.
are the problem.
Yeah, because they are played on our emotions. They are played on our intellect. They played on many things for us. They have used so many things to fight for us to fight against each other. Like they have used the whole religion thing or tribe thing. Because the thing is that I keep telling people, whenever there is war or whenever there is a chaos, somebody is benefiting from it.
Right.
That kind of thing. Like when we know very well, like the issue of the genocides or the Igbos fighting ourselves, I was fighting Igbo or Yoruba, all those kind of stuff happening, it doesn't give you time to be able to think or question the people that are taking your money. It's
Right.
like if you are fighting within your family, for instance, now with your brothers and sisters, you're gonna be distracted. A thief can be coming in and be carrying the television out, can be coming in and be carrying the refrigerator out, can be coming in and be doing a lot of all sorts. Because you are not focused, you are not cautious, you are on the point still fighting with your brother. You're gonna get distracted and they're gonna be stealing and so that's why they love chaos, they love causing issue, they love making us to fight based on religion, based on tribe, based on a lot of other stuff. So they'll be able to keep on perpetuating their evil, the corruption, the stealing of our money and stuff like that. But it's high time we stopped all this. And I guess that's what the youth started doing now. Like, hey, we've gotten distracted for a while. Like these people have been distracting us with all these things, like a tribe and
Yeah.
religion
Divide
and
and
stuff.
conquer.
You know,
Divide and rule. Yeah.
now it's time for us to come together and realize, like, hey, you know, we have been bamboozled for a while, not for a while, for a long time. So now we want to like ask for what is ours. We've worked hard for this. We deserve all this stuff. This is our money meant for us to make our life better. It's not just keep on answering giant of Africa. I can't be answering that big name, but I can't have anything to show for it. And I know I have something to show for it, but because somebody have decided to keep taking that thing from me,
Yeah.
and the truth is that you call them politicians. These are like human beings like me and you. They were born like by flesh, like mother and father. Like it's not like they were made or formed by God or formed by
Right.
whatever. Just because they have that title and they that give them access to be able to steal our money. Now they look like they start using classicism, like, oh, they are class, social class, start playing all this stuff. But the youth are like, no, we used to know when you are nothing. Now, because you have access to be able, be in this position, now you're stealing our money. You're trying to make us feel like we can't question you or ask you, where is our money? No, we can ask you, where is our money? Because it's not yours, it's our money. And this money is not just our money. This is money that should go into so many things to be done. And you guys are not doing it. So where is it? We have to hold you accountable for that. So I
Okay.
think, yeah, man, I'm so proud. I'm
I'm so
proud,
proud
man.
too. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
Everything.
so excited
Yeah.
because these are things we want for. Like these are things we are like, I know most of us like left and like, but at the same time we are like, we want this. Because at the time we kind of lost a little bit hope. Like, oh man, we don't. But for this to happen, it's hope. It's a
Well.
lot of hope. You
Yeah.
just give it to us.
Yeah, so this is just a part of a discussion. I think we've used 4 more minutes out of the time. We were trying to keep it 30 minutes. So we're about coming to the end of this show. And I will try to go live in within the week just to read comments to follow up the protests if I have time. But on Sunday, definitely we'll meet again to discuss more happenings during the week. And we're gonna have more people and to weigh in on this matter. So thank you very much for joining us. Thank you for your comments. That this is the Aspara Radio, all for Nigerians abroad, wherever you are, whatever country you are, you can join in our discussion. It's only 7:30 Central. Thank you, IK from Philly, and me,
Thank
Mark
you for
from
having me.
Indiana. Until we see you next week, stay cool and stay blessed and keep on fighting for Nigeria. And God bless you.
Yep. God bless us all.
And